Not even God himself is able to get rid from the most dangerous and bizarre anomalies that exist on our world. But what about a god that comes from another realm? Kratos, the god of war who soloed the Greek pantheon with ease, and the SCP Foundation, his new, in quotes, playground. My name is Midnight, and today I'm going to analyze Kratos and the SCP Foundation completely, and see if Kratos could survive inside the SCP Foundation. Let's go. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Okay, Spartans, so before I begin this video, let me tell you that I will not be able to talk about every single SCP you want me to talk about in this video, because there are this much SCPs in the SCP Foundation universe. Yes, there are a lot, and if I talked about all of them in this video will be like 3 or 4 days long, and for obvious reasons I'm not going to do that, obviously. In this video, I'm going to talk about the most famous and dangerous SCPs that are killable, humanoid, and pretty much fightable. I don't know if fightable is actually a word, so I don't know. Like SCP-173, Able, 049, the Gate Guardian, 682, etc. And if you want me to talk about a certain SCP in my next video, please leave a comment down below with a description of said SCP. Thanks for watching, and let's begin this amazing video. I've talked about Kratos quite a bit in my latest videos, nothing in comparison to the Doomslayer, but Kratos has had a fair share of attention in this channel. But for the sake of new people coming to the channel, I'm going to do a quick summary about the story of Kratos, and I'll be done quickly, I promise, don't worry. Kratos was born on Sparta and rapidly became a Spartan general on the Spartan army. He won many battles and wars, but one day he was met with despair. He was losing a battle against the barbarians, and in exchange for his soul, he asked the god of war to get rid of his enemies. He pledged loyalty to the god of war and became his will. The god of war wanted Kratos to get rid of the chains of love, so while Kratos was raiding a village, the god of war teleported the wife and daughter of Kratos to a temple inside the village. Kratos, blinded in his bloodlust, killed both of his most beloved ones, his wife and daughter. After that, Kratos swore to get revenge for his fallen family against the god of war, and the god of war kills Kratos. He goes to hell, climbs his way up, opens Pandora's box, becomes a god, kills the god of war, becomes the new god of war, is betrayed by the gods of the Olympus, kills every single god in the Olympus, stabs himself with the most powerful weapon in the Greek mythology, survives, goes to Midgard, meets a girl, lovey scene, Atreus, aka Loki's born, and voila! Done. God of War done. As you guys already may know, and if you don't know, then listen carefully and very closely, lore in games is very different than gameplay mechanics. For example, in the original God of War games, Kratos couldn't push through a normal steel door, but in lore, he's able to push 2 million tons like nothing. In gameplay, Kratos moves very slow, but in lore, it is said that he moves to very high speeds, supersonic speeds, almost nearing the sound barrier. So take that in mind while watching this video. Thank you very much. I've said it before, and I will say it again. Kratos is insanely powerful. In his, in quotes, base form, he's able to push 2 million tons like nothing, withstand being crushed by Atlas, overpower Kronos, the creator of time, run to supersonic speeds, regenerate wounds that will be fatal to a normal human being, withstand punches that can knock out the world serpent dozens of times, withstand lightning bolts from both Mephistus and Zeus, and keep up with Hermes, the fast boy. But that is just base Kratos. Kratos with his artifacts is in a complete new level. To make it simply, the Blades of Chaos and the Blades of Athena are able to create fire where fire does not exist. So pretty much they aren't bound to the laws of reason. The head of Helios can blind his enemies for a short amount of time. The head of Medusa can turn to rock anyone who watches her in the eyes. The amulet of Ouroboros can manipulate time itself. The Eyes of Truth give Kratos the ability to destroy any magic barrier or illusion. The Claws of Hades that can strip the soul of any living being. Zeus's Fury, which gives Kratos the ability to summon lightning bolts at will. And I could go on and on and on, but if I did, this video would be insanely long. So, we have established how powerful is Kratos. He can overcome any foe, illusions, and sometimes, well, every single time, even death. So, with that being said, could Kratos survive in the SCP Foundation universe? Let's find out. So for the first encounter, could Kratos survive an encounter with SCP-076, aka Abel? Abel is a humanoid male that is able to run up to 93 meters per second, tear through reinforced steel walls like if they were butter, spawn an infinite amount of blades from his pawns, and use the power of the Thorn, which basically resets the universe. I'm looking to you, made in heaven, and Poochie, don't do it! But in terms of pure, raw strength, who comes out on top? First of all, let me say that Abel has been killed several times by human weaponry. Yes, in most of his deaths, he perished after being shot in the head with 50 cal bullets dozens of times. In others, they left him without oxygen for an hour, and one time they even had to nuke the whole place to kill him. Overall, Abel is tough, but bullets can penetrate his skin. Kratos is tough too. He was punched by a boulder several times and withstand it like a boss. You cannot compare, honestly, the power of a bullet to the power of someone that can shake the world with his punches. Also, one slash with the blade of Olympus or a look at the head of Medusa or Helios and Abel is done for, honestly. Even Kratos with his punches will be able to kill Abel, honestly. Like, come on, Kratos is very powerful. Now, could Kratos survive an encounter with a Shy Guy or SCP-096? Shy Guy is written to be able to tear through any known material inside of Earth, so no type of shield will be able to withstand his power. In the SCP Foundation, Shy Guy has already been terminated. F in the comments section, please. So he is not immortal. In terms of raw strength, Kratos comes out on top, but in terms of endurance, Shy Guy wins because Shy Guy has been damaged to the point where only his skeleton persists, and still with no nervous system at all, he still is moving and killing everything on sight. So Kratos will have to use items that will have to bind Shy Guy, like the head of Medusa, or use the head of Helios to stagger him for a bit to deal a finishing blow. If Shy Guy ever gets close to Kratos, he has the Golden Fleece, or even the Sun Shield, which project magic barriers to protect Kratos. And, well, to be completely honest, in fact, Shy Guy can destroy any type of material, but nobody said something about magic barriers, so there you go. Could Kratos survive an encounter with SCP-2662, or Cthulhu? Pretty much, even though if Kratos passes 6 months with him, I do not see Kratos creating a cult to idolize him. Like, Kratos is a god himself and can overcome illusions, spells, and mind manipulations. And to be completely honest, I think Cthulhu will recognize Kratos because Cthulhu passes most of his time playing video games, and well, God of War is a very famous video game, so yeah. Could Kratos survive an encounter with SCP-049? Or the Pestilence Doctor? This doctor is obsessed with pestilence. If he thinks you have the pestilence, he will kill you and try to cure your already dead body. Anything he touches will die instantly. And Kratos doesn't wear a suit of armor, so his skin is exposed to the touch of this doctor. Not even the Golden Fleece or the Sun Shield will be able to protect Kratos from this one. But the pestilence is human mortality. Kratos is immortal, so he doesn't have the pestilence. That fact alone makes Kratos immune to SCP-049. Could Kratos survive an encounter with SCP-239? SCP-239 is a little omnipotent girl. It's a 7, 8 or 9-year-old girl, I do not remember correctly, but everything that she wishes will be made a reality. If she wishes for Halo Infinite or Doom Eternal, she will get them. If she wishes for you to subscribe to this channel, you will subscribe to this channel. If she wishes Kratos out of existence, Kratos will cease to exist. There's no way Kratos can counter this little girl. The only thing saving him is that this SCP is class safe, so it is not hostile to humans. The same will go with SCP-343. Pretty much they will greet each other and start talking about how awesome their worlds are. SCP-343 is a god or the creator of the whole universe, but as he stated once, everything that comes outside his universe is immune to him. He cannot do anything about Kratos. SCP-343 loves humankind, so no problem with that whatsoever. Could Kratos survive an encounter against SCP-682 or the Heart to kill Reptile. SCP-682 is made pretty much to endure any type of attack. He will not die, no matter how powerful the attack, no matter how much you damage his body, it will not perish whatsoever. I actually made a video talking about this, so if you want a more in-depth explanation about this, I highly suggest you go watch it. Overall, if SCP-682 grows to the size of a planet, Kratos is done for the sole reason that SCP-682 is in space, and Kratos cannot breathe in space, god damn it. But if SCP-682 is inside the planet, no matter its size, Kratos will be able to survive against it. Now, could Kratos survive an encounter against SCP-173? First of all, and let me say this clearly, so please pay attention and listen closely, Spartans, Kratos has speed of light reaction times. SCP-173 doesn't teleport behind its enemy. It doesn't apply the teleports behind you, nothing personal care, and kills you. No. SCP-173 just moves insanely fast and precise while doing it. But because Kratos has speed of light reaction times, I think it will just be a scenario where Kratos blinks, SCP-173 dashes and runs furiously to snap Kratos' neck, but Kratos is already watching him in the eye yet again. So yes, Kratos can survive an encounter against SCP-173. I do not know if Kratos will be able to kill SCP-173 because, well, it is made of stone rock, but I don't know if humanity has been able to terminate SCP-173 or has been close to terminating SCP-173. I do not know anything of that, so if you know any of that information, please leave a comment down below. I will greatly appreciate it. But now, could Kratos survive an encounter against the Gate Guardian? The Gate Guardian is a high-level angel that protects the Guardian of Eden. Anything and everything that approaches the Guardian of Eden will be either obliterated by the Gate Guardian, or he will kindly order you to go F off. It is a fact that the command that the Gate Guardian orders cannot be ignored, but Kratos can withstand mind manipulation. I do not know at what extent he can do it, but it is a fact that he can do that. Also, who knows if his status of a god will do anything to the Gate Guardian, because, well, everyone knows gods reign above angels, so who knows if the Gate Guardian will bow at the presence of the god of war. And talking about his attack that obliterates anyone or anything, Kratos survived being impaled with the blade of Olympus, a blade capable of killing gods and titans alike, so I do not see him perishing to an attack like that. Yet again, I do not know how powerful is the attack of the Gate Guardian. I do not know its power, I do not know how he strikes or whatever. Like, we do not know anything about the attack of the Gate Guardian because data expunged. But I'm going by the fact that Kratos can survive an attack of the most powerful weapon in God of War, and that attack can kill gods and titans, beings that are nearly omnipotent, so I'm going by that fact, by the fact that Kratos is a god, and gods reign above angels, so yeah. Now, okay, this one is going to be tough, but could Kratos survive an encounter against the Scarlet King? Okay, first of all, the Scarlet King is a high-level demon that has waged war to creation itself. He will not stop until the entirety of the universe is destroyed. The Scarlet King is a universal threat. He can see and travel to different dimensions. His revival alone shook the entirety of the universe and shook the concept of creation. Imagine being so badass and powerful that your revival shooks a goddamn concept, a definition. That is very powerful if you think about it. Now, think about anything. You can think about a dog with wings, something very powerful and anything, and the Scarlet King will be able to do it. He is omnipotent, he is immortal, his speed and strength and power cannot be measured because it is basically like Aizen from Bleach, like the Grim Reapers. I do not remember the name of the Grim Reapers, but the side characters from Bleach couldn't feel the Ryatsu or the soul power of Aizen because his power cannot be measured by them. His power was way above above their power. That is basically the Scarlet King. His power is way above the normal power of any normal being or any mortal, or maybe immortal in the universe, maybe gods also. So both his speed, power and strength cannot be measured, and overall he exists in another plane of existence. So there's no way possible Kratos will be able to survive an encounter against the Scarlet King. That is just a fact. Kratos dies instantly, honestly. And well, what about SCP-420? SCP-420 is pretty much a meme and has any power you can think of. Pretty much, if the writer gives SCP-420 the power that far exceeds the power of Kratos, Kratos dies instantly, honestly. And last but not least, this one is made by public demand because you guys want me to talk about this SCP. SCP-2845, the Deer, and for this one I'm actually going to pick up the file from the SCP Foundation site because I do not know anything about this SCP. So let's read its description. SCP-2845 is a quadruped entity measuring 2.9 meters in height at the shoulder and weighing 815 kilograms. A sinuous neck, generally held in an upright position, extends a further 0.5 meters. That is 50 centimeters upright. That is gross, honestly. Well, whatever. Terminating in a head with humanoid facial features. SCP-2845 possesses antears measuring 4.8 meters across. Antears are white with black marbling in coloration and have not been observed to shed. SCP-2845 is covered in hair with an average length of 10 centimeters, with the exception of the face, which is hairless. SCP-2845 coloration is primarily a pastel green, with a stripe of kheme and on the underside of the neck and belly. SCP-2845 is capable of instantaneous transmutation and reconstruction of matter. No matter is created or destroyed during this process. This property is manifested at will, with an observed range extending to targets within eyesight. Maximum range of this ability is unknown. Transmuted matter will remain stable despite the lack of other factors. For example, metallic hydrogen and helium are common results, which will remain in either solid or liquid form despite the surrounding temperature. Altered atmosphere will not mix with unaltered regions, maintaining chemical consistency. The most common transmutation results are the solid or liquid forms of hydrogen and helium, the conversion of atmosphere into a hydrogen-helium-ammonia mix, and the transmutation of plant life into metalloid-based organisms. Pretty much, the Deer comes from the universe of Full Metal Alchemist, and actually, this picture of the Deer highly reminds me of that daughter from that doctor from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which was made into a chimera. Do you know what I'm talking about? Edward. SCP-2845 will typically surround itself with a transmuted area with a radius of approximately 5 meters at all times. SCP-2845 has proven itself completely resistant to physical damage. Proven itself completely resistant to physical damage. This means that the SCP Foundation has tried anything in its power to completely damage SCP-2845, and they have failed every single time. What does this mean? Pretty much means that SCP-2845 is invincible. We do not know if it's actually immortal, but no one and nothing can damage SCP-2845. By my understanding of this is that basically there's like a in quotes magic barrier surrounding SCP-2845. I don't know if that's true, but that's by my understanding. So no type of item or attack from Kratos will be able to penetrate SCP-2845. I could think that maybe the Blades of Chaos or the Blades of Athena will be able to attack SCP-2845 because those blades can create fire where fire does not exist. Basically, the surrounding area of SCP-2845 is not bound by the laws of physics, so pretty much the Deer can create anything and everything in that area and it will not affect the surrounding areas. But overall, I think Kratos will not be able to kill SCP-2845. He can maybe contain it, but he will not be able to kill it. And talking about the attacks of SCP-2845, the most common forms of offensive transmutation used by the SCP-2845 are a column measuring 5 to 7 meters in diameter and 60 to 80 meters in height. or a horizontal cone measuring between 100 and 150 meters in length and 10 to 30 meters in width at the furthest end. However, SCP-2845 has been observed to attack single targets at distances of up to 10 kilometers. So yes, pretty much, this basically SCP-2845 is basically I do not remember his name. It is basically Edward from Full Metal Alchemist. It has been confirmed already. Well, I'm basically confirming it. It's basically Edward. Come on. But yes, Kratos cannot kill SCP-2845 and SCP-2845. I cannot see him killing Kratos because Kratos has the speed of light reaction times and his body can't keep up with that speed of light reaction times. So, no, I cannot see SCP-2845 killing Kratos. Pretty much Kratos will be able to contain it, but not kill it. Okay, Spartans, if you watch this video until the end, yes, I know I need a haircut and I need to trim my beard, so don't tell me that in the comment section. But okay guys, if you watch this video until the end, thank you with all of my heart. If you watch this video until the end, subscribed, commented, shared, or whatever, I love you with all of my heart too. And so okay Spartans, that is all for today. If you guys like the video, slap a like on it, I'll greatly appreciate it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, take care, and I love you very, very much. Thank you for watching guys, I really do appreciate it. Bye bye. Oh my god, it's very late.